Okay, y'all, so I had this beautiful video all ready to go and got ready to post it and lost the whole thing. So now I got to start all over, and I hope I can do this without an attitude this time. I'm going to talk to you while I'm up here at the school making my coffee. That better, Mom? Y'all, my mama went in on me about this nose ring. Well, the actual ring that goes around your nose. I had lost my nose ring in one of the last videos. I said something about it, and I put that in there just as a placeholder. My mom was asking me all kind of questions about that nose ring. She like, why do y'all do that? I'm like, do what? Why y'all put them nose rings in? Why do y'all put them rings in your nose? I wanted to laugh so hard, but honey, I know not to laugh, honey. I know not to laugh. You're like, it just takes away from it. I'm like, take away from what, mama? Anywho, this bad mom. Okay, focus on focus. It's gonna be short and sweet, just like me, but it's gonna be good. So buckle up, buttercup. So I was talking about reflection and how when I woke up this morning, the song was on my heart, and I'm not gonna sing it because I sound like a strangled frog or a struggling man right now, but the song that was on my heart was Just Another Day That the Lord Has Kept Me. Just another day that the Lord has kept me, with my mind stayed on him. Just another day that the Lord has kept me. And I know it's old, but it just was ringing in my spirit this morning. It caused me to reflect on just these past 9 years and how tumultuous, that's the only word that I can come up with right now, how tumultuous these past 9 years have been. I mean, it's been crazy. And yeah, I've been keeping count because at the end of 2015, I received a word that I thought was going to change the trajectory of my life. And it did, but not in the way that I thought that it would. At the end of 2015, I received the word of the Lord, and I really thought that it was going to be a turnaround. And like I said, it was a turnaround, but it was not in the direction that I thought it was going to be. The word of the Lord was that, basically that things were going to change and that contracts were coming and that I was going to be making 6 times my salary, which at that time was $101,000 a year by myself. Making 6 times my salary, and my family would want for nothing, and I would want for nothing, and anybody connected to me would want for nothing. And I've received words of the Lord, but there was a date placed on that, and the date was 2016. That is so good. That first sip of coffee, my God. Okay, all right. I went into 2016 with great expectancy. I mean, yes, I had received, prophetic words before, but that prophetic word with a date put on it, coupled with who it came from, there was just absolutely no doubt in my mind that I would see this come to pass. And it was such an answer to prayer. And I mean, guys, it was just, there was no way that this was not going to happen. Well, 2016 was one of the worst years of my life. But even though that happened all the way up until 11:59 on the last day of 2016, I believed God, and I just knew that this was going to happen. 11:59 came in and went out. I found myself in the fight of my life, trying to decipher where I was, trying to decipher the word, trying to decipher whether it was true, whether it was me, whether it was them, whether or not to believe the word of prophecy anymore in my life. I went through a terrible depression. I stopped all ministry engagements because I'm just like, Lord, I just need some time to process this. I don't understand. From that moment up through, I guess, about 2020, through the pandemic, I struggled terribly. I was still ministering. I was still being faithful to my house. I was still up and doing, but it was like I was on autopilot because I was really, really, really grappling with that. Yes, like I said, I had received prophetic words before, and I can wait. It's not great to wait, but I can wait on it. But when you place this date is what threw me. There was a date placed on it, and when I didn't see it happen, I was stuck betwixt. Are you a liar? Or did I do something to destroy what God had for me? I was stuck. I didn't know. I was stuck, y'all. Through me. And it's been 9 years. And I still have my grappling days where I'm still like, Lord, none of this looks like what you said. Did you really mean that? Or did you really say it? Or did they say it? Did flesh get in the way? Or what? I mean, still grappling with it. But to wake up this morning with that song on my heart, just another day that the Lord has kept me, is keeping me in a state of remembrance, and it's keeping me in a state of gratefulness just to be here, because it could happen at any moment. But I'm telling you, that grappling with that particular word has been terrible. I tell you, nothing looks like that word. Everything fell apart in my life. Everything, my job, my home, cars. I mean, I lost everything. And even now I have not come back to it, but I won't stop. I'm still faithful to my house. I'm still faithful to God. I'm still, even grappling with that, I am still faithful to God. And I believe God I just didn't know whether or not to believe the word of prophecy anymore. Now, don't get me wrong. I am working. I'm working 2 jobs actually. Now, the money that I make on both jobs don't amount to a third of what I used to make. I can't do the things that I used to do. But the things that I need, I have. So God is still faithful to me. I still have the opportunity to get back to itinerant ministry, and doors are opening, and I'm still able to pour out before the Lord. So his faithfulness does not fail. When I decided to pick my life back up and, get back on the field and get back to itinerant ministry, I experienced some very high highs and some very low lows. I was able to minister on the stage with some awesome people and able to minister for some awesome people, and just God just opening up doors that I never thought that would be open for me. Even while still grappling with all of this and still being grateful, and still, it was almost, it felt like spiritual schizophrenia. It feels like spiritual schizophrenia some days, because I'm just going back and forth, still grappling. Even up until yesterday, I was grappling, having a terrible time. And I had a wonderful brunch with a friend, and it just brought back some things to my remembrance and kind of snapped me back. And then to wake up this morning with that, just another day that you have kept me, God. This is just another day that I can see your mercy, just another day that I can experience your goodness in my life. I opened up my Bible and it fell on Psalm 77, and I'm going to read this whole thing to you because it just blessed my soul this morning. I cried out to God for help. I cried out to God to hear me when I was in distress. I sought the Lord. At night, I stretched out untiring hands, and I would not be comforted. I remembered you, God. I groaned. I meditated, and my spirit grew faint. You kept my eyes from closing. I was too troubled to speak. I thought about the former days, the years long ago. I remembered my songs in the night. My heart meditated, and my spirit asked, will the Lord reject forever? Will he never show his favor again? Has his unfailing love vanished forever? Has his promise failed for all time? Has God forgotten to be merciful? Has he in anger withheld his compassion? Then I thought, to this I will appeal. The years when the Most High stretched out his hand, I will remember the deeds of the Lord. Yes, I will remember your miracles of long ago. I will consider all your works and meditate on your mighty deeds. Your ways, God, are holy. What God is as great as our God? You are the God who performs miracles. You display your power among the peoples with your mighty arm and redeemed your people, the descendants of Jacob and Joseph. The waters saw you, God. The waters saw you and writhed. The very deep depths were convulsed. The clouds poured down water. The heavens resounded with thunder. Your arrows flashed back and forth. Your thunder was heard in the whirlwind. Your lightning lit up the world. The earth trembled and quaked. Your path led through the sea. Your ways through the mighty waters, though your footprints were not seen. You led your people like a flock by the hand of Moses and Aaron. Just another day that the Lord has kept us. He has kept us with our minds stayed on him. Just another day that the Lord has kept us. You guys, do not forget to remember the good deeds of the Lord in these trying times, because they will come. Remember the good deeds of the Lord. You will live to see the goodness of the Lord in your life. I love y'all. Have a wonderfully blessed day. I will see y'all tomorrow.